Hello, I'm Mark. I'm the shop craftsman here at the Woodsmith Magazine, and today I'll be giving you a demonstration on how to trim out a window with window casing. So firstly, we'll go over to our window and we'll set our gauge at between 3/16 and 1/4 inch on our sliding square. We'll mark on the inside edge of the window. So that gives you a 1/4 inch reveal. We'll do top and the sides of each jamb. And we'll measure the distance from each mark, from left to right. And then go over to the miter saw. Okay, we'll start on the top right corner of the window. So we'll slide the miter gauge over to 45 degrees. Place the window casing up against the fence. Then make the cut. Slide it the opposite direction to make the left-hand cut. Check your measurements. And I like to run my tape measure long, so you've got an accurate point to go off. So I've gone onto my inch mark, which is more accurate than using the end of your tape measure. Because I've gone 19.5, I've got to go 20.5 and make your mark. I'm ready to make the left cut. 45 again. Once we've cut our first piece, we're ready to nail it on top of the window. So we'll line it up with the marks that you made earlier to give us the reveal, which was a 1/4 inch. So 1/4 inch up from the top of the jamb, and then on the sides, the short points should line up on the sides of the marks you made earlier, and you're ready to nail it up. And that's the first piece. Now we're ready to proceed with the sides. So we'll go back down to the bottom. Make your reveals again, like you did on the top. And we'll start on the right, going from the underside of your top piece on the corner, down to your bottom mark on the horizontal. Got 48.5 inches. Before I cut this to length, I want to check that the miter's going to fit well. Because in an ideal world, every window is square and true and level. And if not, you need to tune your miter joint on this piece to get it to match up to the mark you made earlier to give you a consistent reveal. And up the top, I need to make a fine adjustment. So back to the miter saw. Doesn't require much, just a 1/2 degree or less. Now that fits perfect. Then come across some of your mark you made previous for your reveal at the bottom and make a mark. Now ready to cut the bottom right miter. Put a dab of glue on your mitre joint. Get that fit in tight. Get a nail in the top corner. And move down to halfway. Make sure your reveal's consistent. And get one at the bottom. Then move for the top. We'll get one, make sure it's nice and flush on the front, on the face. And we'll drive a nail going through the actual joint from the top into the mitre while the glue sets up, just to give it a nice tight joint. Now we're ready for the fourth and final piece in this window casing. So we'll start with the bottom right corner. And that lines up my marks pretty good. The mitre's pretty tight. And we can mark the inside of the left hand side piece on the inside edge. Now what I've done, I've cut this a little long just in case I have to adjust the mitre. Just got to take a hair off the inside to make the mitre fit snug. I've got to adjust the angle of the cut. Then we're ready to test fit it before we glue it. That fits in there pretty good. Now we're ready to put some glue on the ends. Start with the right side, get that where you want it to be. Then nail the underside through the mitre to keep the joint tight, make sure it's flush on the face. If you've got a crooked piece up there, you can gauge it with your sliding square and just give it a slight tap with your hammer and then re-nail it. And there it is. And that's how you trim a window.